Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, this is one of the new series from Rough Rider. It's called the Arctic Fox. There's two others kinds of fox knives that are coming out. There's the red fox. There's already some of those showing up. And then there's a third one that is going to show up in the near future, which is known as the desert fox. Now, the first time I saw these knives was when I was down at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and TC Barnett invited me to go on their YouTube channel, and they wanted to show me some knives that were going to be released soon. So they were basically teasing me, and this is one of the knives that they teased me with, the Arctic Fox, and this was one of the knives they showed. Now, this is not the knife they showed, because at the time these knives were not even in stock yet in the store. I could not buy them when I was down there. As soon as I got home, about a week later, they started showing up on the web page, and I immediately ordered one of these. This is the Wharncliffe Folding Knife, and I saw it at the I saw it, a week or so before, and it's like, I just got to have another one of these. Now, this is not a knife that I would normally just go ahead and grab, and the first one I ever bought was this one here. This was in the Stonework series, and if you go back and watch that video, you will hear me talk about how the only reason I bought this knife was because it was in the Stonework series, and I was going to buy every knife in the Stonework series. I thought the knife looked kind of goofy. I still think the knife looks kind of goofy, but the thing is, it is such a practical knife, and it's such a really good cutter. It looks kind of silly as can be, because it looks like half your blade was stolen, because of the way they make the Wharncliffe blade there. We'll stick with this one here now, though. But once I got it, felt it in my hand, and started slicing with it, it's like, wow, you got everything you need here. You got a really good sharp edge. You have the entire length of the edge. It's great for dicing vegetables. It's great for slicing. You can really cut up meat with it. You can obviously use it for a letter opener, because it basically looks like a letter opener when you think about it. It's just a really handy knife, and it's a really good size. Feels good in the hand. It's just, it's very practical. The other name that people will call it is a bowling ball or bowling pin knife, because of, well, the shape when you got it all closed up. But the knife pattern, when you look at it, is kind of goofy, but it's one of those things, like, once you have it in your hand and you actually use it, it's like somebody actually put some thought into this knife, and that's the reason why it is the way it is. Now, as for the Arctic Fox series, from what I understand, the artwork on the box, the fox in the inlay here, this was all the brain child of Brian Wilhoit. This is his artwork. He came up with the design and everything else. I like that fox right there. That's pretty cool. And then you have the black inlay here, which I believe, I was told that it is just a hard plastic or hard resin inlay into the white micarta here. I've also heard, I believe the black underneath is G10. I'm not sure. It might be the black filler that they use also. In any case, you do have the black inlay or black liner underneath the micarta. You also have the brass liners going on there. Look at how smooth all that is. Can you see that? Look at that. That is near perfection there. And we're talking about a knife under 20 bucks. It's just wonderful. Everything here is as flush and smooth as can be. And even the shield, I mean, the inlay into there is great. And you got the little fox this logo there. Just looks great. I really like it. I will be getting other Arctic Fox knives. This was one of them that they showed that day. I believe there was also, I think, a sow belly or a Stockman that they showed me in these. I can't remember all of them. There was also the, like I said, the Red Fox also was shown that day. And there are two different knives in that series that they were showing. But really happy with this. Really like it. And the consistency between this knife and the one from the Stonework series is near identical. So this one has a pull. It's got a relatively strong pull on the blade. This is probably like a 6, maybe 6.57, something like that. And this one is the exact same. So it's got a little bit of a pull. It's not the easiest to open, but it's not very hard. It's a little harder than your medium pull. It's not a nail breaker or anything like that, though. And you see there, same pinch and everything else. Anyway, just a terrific little knife. And I'm really happy to have it. And well, stick around. We'll throw some slides up of this. And these are definitely in stock now. I do not know every knife that is going to be in the Arctic Fox series. I wish I did. If I did, I would let you know at this point. But there will be more coming. From what I understand, there's at least 7 or 8 knives that will be in the Arctic Fox, and about the same number in the Red Fox, and also in the Desert Fox. And there will be, they were not sure if each series was going to have the same knives or not. They weren't sure about that. The only thing they were sure about was that there's not a large toothpick in it. But maybe I can get them to change their mind. I'd love to see this in a Scout knife too. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, thought I'd show this to you. And well, I'll talk to you again soon. And stick around for some pictures. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.